today I'll be reviewing Singapore Airlines flight 805 from Beijing to Singapore. So here we are in Beijing PEK Terminal 3. Wow, it looks very impressive. So today we are flying business class on Singapore Airlines A350. This is my second time flying business class on SQ and also my first time flying business class on the Airbus A350. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. Well, so as expected, we are being held up for like 15 minutes now because of the wheelchair battery, and ever since the incident in Korea where a plane caught fire because of the a lithium power bank, airlines have been really cautious about lithium batteries and power banks on board planes. So yeah, understandable, but yeah, but still, I mean, flying business class, can't complain much. This video is dedicated to my grandparents who have brought me on this wonderful trip. I highly recommend you check out my playlist, which contains tours of around Beijing and the sights in the city. So yeah, thank you for bringing me on this trip. I couldn't have wished for better grandparents, and this video series is dedicated to them. Thank you so much. Alright, so after about 15-20 minutes of waiting, we are finally through with the wheelchair, and yeah, finally going into the departure area. Kind of reminds me of the LRT back home that we have in some neighborhoods. And right now we are heading up to the lounge. So it looks like the Air China lounge will have some views of the ramp, and wow, look at that golden hour glinting off the white marble. You can tell it's going to be a great spotting session already. Oh wow, so we do have some great ramp views. So the lounge has some very nice seating areas, not only with great views of the ramp action, but also quiet, secluded spaces like this. Very beautiful. The Air China lounge offers a snack bar here, which appears quite well stocked. And in addition to its packaged snacks, they've also got things like yogurt and stuff in the fridges, as well as a variety of drinks. There is a bar here, but of course I won't be doing any drinking because also there is a buffet here, which has quite a variety of options here, as well as orange and apple juice. There is also a selection of cereals here and some fresh fruits, and we've got some condiments as well as sandwiches and bread. Moving on the buffet spread, we have some condiments, utensils, and eggs. We also have some dim sum here, and over here we've got porridge. Didn't eat a lot because I already ate some breakfast at the hotel. So yes, overall this is quite a nice lounge, and nice views of the ramp, and the food is decent. As for the seating, it's quite spacious and private as well. Overall, this lounge is quite good. I'm definitely satisfied with it. Very excited for this flight because first time trying business class on A350-900, and considering that the A350-900 is a newer aircraft in SQ's fleet, I think the seat should be quite a bit better than the SQ 777-300ER that we flew to Beijing on. And there she is, 9VSHI, which is the A350 that's going to be taking us home today. Wow. Alright, right now we are going down into the jet bridge, and look, Air China 747-8I, probably headed for New York JFK. Alright, now we are going down the jet bridge. Look at that, 9VSHI. Just a thought, I don't mean to be ungrateful, but the windows, they are a bit dirty, so I'll have to clean them myself. Unfortunately, this is quite tight, so you'll have trouble getting in. Okay, so here we've got quite a large IFE screen, which is very nice, and we've got a footwell for when the seat is in bed mode. And since this is a window seat, we do have a bit more space to stretch our legs. Here we've got a pair of slippers, as well as headphones, and in here we've got a bunch of charging ports, as well as a menu, a pair of headphones, and a bottle of water. The seat itself is reclinable, and it comes with a cushion and a blanket. And here we've got an armrest. So about 10 minutes after boarding, we've got welcome drink service. Very nice. So the tray table and the armrest, they are a bit difficult to open. I was kind of hoping that the seat would be newer and better, considering that the A350 is a newer aircraft in SQ's fleet. And here we also have the same kind of lights that we have on the 777, just that they are behind glass. Also, the headrest is moldable to fit your head, which is quite nice. The IFE screen can tilt down to facilitate entertainment while in bed mode. And also under the footwell we've got some space for storage of baggage and stuff. Oh, so here we've got a mirror, quite a cool feature. The seat seems to be quite a bit dated and a bit hard to operate, which is surprising and a bit disappointing considering it's a newer aircraft. And we've got a bunch of seat controls here, which is very nice. This screen is also a touchpad, which means we won't really need the remote, which is very nice. Unlike on the 777 where you cannot directly control the screen by touching it. Wow, we've got a full lie flat bed here. That's incredible. Unlike on the 777, we've got a fully lie flat bed, which is something I really appreciate. I'll be taking a short nap because I didn't really sleep very well last night. So I heard that SQ will be refurbishing its A350s with new cabins and seats, which will be very interesting, as these new seats, they'll also come out on the 777X whenever it comes out. At this rate, it seems like we might actually get GTA 6 before the 777X comes out. So yeah, I'm very excited for the new and refurbished cabin, which should be fully deployed to the existing fleet by 2030, I think. Don't trust me on this, guys. So welcome to world class, guys. So we've got a bunch of amenities that are available on request. So we've got amenity kits only for flights above 6 hours, which is not our flight. Airbrush, earplugs, eye shades, socks and slippers. So we've got new service options that can be adjusted in time to suit your preferences, and yeah, which is what I'll be doing because I want to sleep. And also I'm quite full right now. We've got quite an impressive selection of food that we can order, and we've got a Chinese translation, which is quite nice. Of course, as I'm underage, I can't try any of this, and I have no desire to drink. But for those who have the capacity and the desire to drink, there's quite an impressive selection of alcohol aboard Singapore Airlines. We also have quite a large selection of cocktails. We also have quite a number of spirits and beers, and of course non-alcoholic beverages. We also have some coffee as well as tea. So we've got a Chris Shop magazine, mostly cosmetics and stuff. So as a model aircraft collector, naturally I'm tempted by this page. Unfortunately, there's no 1 to 400 A350, and we've just started pushback.
On behalf of Singapore Airlines, we hope you have a great time on board, as well as in Singapore or anywhere.
To follow the progress of the flight, you may refer to the flight path channel.
We can actually see the Great Wall from the airplane,
Stay connected
which will
with
be
in-flight
incredible.
Wi-Fi. Unlimited.
Listen to those Trent XWBs warming up. airborne. Goodbye Beijing. It was a lovely trip here. Now we are going home. Whoa, look at Beijing from the air. It's incredible, isn't it? I sure hope we'll be able to see Mutianyu Changcheng from the air. That would be incredible. Holy shit, guys. Look at that. It's the Great Wall. Look at that. It's the Great Wall. That's actually incredible. Whoa. It's actually beautiful up here. Unfortunately, there are no 1 to 400 scale A350s, so yeah, I'm not buying anything. Aside from that, the magazine is mostly just cosmetics, makeup, and yeah, mostly just skincare and cosmetics lah. So I'll try to connect to Wi-Fi later. And here we've got an air sickness bag, and that's all the stuff in the literature. So now it's time to check out the IFE. We've got quite a number of options actually. A lot of the top movies currently. We've got Chinese dramas, Chinese cinema, and yeah, we've got Korean, Japanese, European, Indian cinema, Hollywood favorites, and we've got award-winning movies. Maybe I'll watch Dune, and this is the page where we order our amenities. So yeah, the Singapore Airlines, the seat on the Airbus A350-900 is very impressive, and I'll take a nap before having my meal, and I'll let y'all know how the meal is. But the crew, they are very attentive and friendly. So yeah, massive shout out to the cabin crew on this flight. So I changed my mind and I decided to have the meal served. Looks pretty good. Very nice presentation for the food, and hopefully it's as good as it looks. So the food was very good, very fresh, and yeah, I liked it a lot. So my breakfast has arrived. I mean brunch has arrived. We've got a plain bun over there. Classic airplane bun. We've got blueberry yogurt here, and chicken sausages, tomato, potato, mushrooms, and I think this is cheesy scrambled eggs. Looks really good. I hope it tastes as good as it looks, and knowing Singapore Airlines, I'm sure it will. Let's dig in. So first impression is very good. The eggs are creamy and cheesy. The texture is really nice. The mushrooms, they are very nice and flavorful. The sausage is not just any run-of-the-mill crappy chicken sausage. It's actually quite soft and yeah, flavorful as well. So the The potato is kind of like a rusty but thicker, don't know what to call it. It's got a nice kind of flaky texture, also a bit moist. I really don't know how to describe it, but it's really good. As for the tomato, well, it just tastes like a tomato, obviously. So that was a wonderful meal. I especially liked the scrambled eggs in the pie. And yeah, everything was excellent. One of the best business class meals I've had. Well, I mean, I've only taken 2 real business class flights, so I can't really be talking. But the point is, this is one of the best meals I've had on a plane. I would also like to take this time to remind you that if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And if you haven't already liked the video, please consider liking this video if you enjoy my content. It really helps me grow my channel and hopefully get monetized soon. And anyway, thank you for watching this far into the video, and I hope you enjoy my content as much as I enjoy making content for y'all. So yeah, that was probably the best meal I've ever had on a plane. Yeah, very nice. Singapore Airlines soft product is so yeah, massive shout out to the cabin crew on this flight. Y'all are doing an awesome job. So here we are in the business class lavatory. So let me give you a quick tour. Here we've got air nozzle to keep the toilet ventilated, and here there's a paper cup dispenser, a rack of hand towels, which is for crew use only, and some facial mix. I think this is more facial mix as well. And here we've got some other stuff. And here we've got some elixir and soap, of course, a sink and a toilet, of course. And here we've also got a baby changing table. And yeah, we've also got a mirror and some orchids and a coat rack, which is pretty nice. So anyway, yeah, I think I'll just use the toilet and go back to my seat right now. So right now we are around the mouth of the Mekong River. Whoa, look at that. The mouth of the Mekong. Stunning, isn't it? This is the river that the Angkor and the Khmer civilizations. Very nice. I mean, even though I'm full from brunch, I think I could do with a bit of a snack right now. So the crew has come along with the snack service about 1 hour and 22 minutes away from landing in Singapore. It's a very nice gesture. And today the Mekong, so it's just the countries of the Mekong River Basin. But I mean, what more needs to be said? I'm looking at the Mekong River from cruise altitude, like, I don't know, flight level 380 or something. And yeah, kind of cool. Right now we are about 26 minutes away from pilot has recently announced that we are starting our descent into Singapore. Right now we are over Johor. Can't see very much through the clouds. Whoa, the condensation on the window is crazy. Look at that. One more right bank in and we'll be right on track for short final at Changi Airport from the south. We are descending right over East Coast Park. Actually, I was here at the start of the year for school camp, and I really enjoyed spotting the planes from the campsite. And we are really low over. We are finally home. We're very low now, and we can see the construction going on for Terminal 5. And a beautiful end to a wonderful trip. Back to the tropical weather after a week of the autumn in Beijing. Oh, by the way, there's a very rare plane here. It's an EVA Air old livery 777-300ER. Most of EVA Air's fleet has been recreated into the new livery. So yeah, in my opinion, this was an incredible flight. The crew was great, the food was great, and the seat is very comfortable. I'd say a solid 9 stars for this, or maybe 10.